Let's get a trader's perspective on all of this. I'm joined by Scott Bauer, CEO at the Trading Academy. He's at the CME Group, in Chicago. Good to see you. Thanks for being with us. So another salvo in the trade battle between the U.S. and China launches tomorrow with those $34 billion in tariffs set to go into effect. But the markets are pointing solidly up right now, Scott. Triple digits on the Dow. What's driving that?
Well, first off, we have to remember in this holiday shortened week that volumes are extremely light. That being said, I think that the markets are almost looking, A, beyond the tariff talk, and B, at what the Fed may be saying later today. We're getting some Fed speak later today on what inflation is doing, what the economy is doing. Are we going to have 1 or 2 rate hikes? Are they going to be dovish? Are they going to be hawkish? And then also we have a big jobs number tomorrow. So as important as the tariff and trade talk is, especially with tomorrow looming with all of this supposed to be going into effect, I think the market is actually looking more right now at the economics and the data that's coming out.
Speaking of those jobs numbers, Scott, we get those out tomorrow, but we do have new numbers today that show a solid growth in private sector jobs last month. That could also be driving positive sentiment. What does all of that tell us, and how sustainable is that?
Well, I think what we have to see on tomorrow morning, the biggest number I'm looking for is actually what's the wage growth, right? We know that unemployment is down at near all-time lows, if not at all-time lows. We know that there is sustainable job growth, but what is the wage growth? Can wages finally catch up and accelerate with the number of open positions that are out there? So that's going to be key to me. Can this be sustainable? Yes, in this type of economy, with the type of CapEx and business spending that we're seeing, I do think this is sustainable, at least for the near term here. Now, how the trade tariffs may kind of combat that a little bit, that certainly won't be something that would be in the equation for another few months or so. But right now, looking real robust in the job sector right here. But again, let's keep an eye tomorrow on what the wage growth really is.
We are also in the airline sector hearing about this completion of a joint venture between Boeing and Embraer. Talk about the significance of that in that sector.
It's really significant because this is a deal that's been in the works for a couple of years now, really accelerated, just recently after Airbus and Bombardier completed their deal. So this is huge for Boeing because Boeing is now going to become the market leader in kind of the mid-size passenger jet, that 100 to 140 passenger jet. So this is really big for them. They expect this to help their bottom line starting in 2020. The key to this, though, was taking any sort of the military part of the deal off the table. That's what the country of Brazil was most concerned about. They still have to pass this, but now that that is off the table and that is no part of this deal probably will go through. But this is a huge, huge deal for Boeing.
All right, Scott Bauer, CEO at the Trading Company. Have a good day. Thank you so much.
You too.